Double, double, toil in trouble. Fire burn and cauldron bubble. We're casting a spell for a most special reason. It's Halloween on Let's Scream. Time for spooky season.
We need more things to put the spell into motion. A few special ingredients to finish the potion.
An old vampire's fangs, a toe from the undead, an opera ghost's mask, a possessed girl's spinning head.
The knife of a killer, who's known as the Shape, will finish the spell and seal everyone's fate. So prepare thyselves for a month full of fright. Grab a hold of your broomsticks. It's time to take flight. Wait, sister. Did you forget the Eye of Newt?
Oh shit, I totally forgot the Eye of Newt. What do we do?
It shouldn't be a big deal.
I think it's fine.
Come on, girl, let's scream.
I am a god. No, please don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface. I want to be in the sequel. This is the part where you run.
Come on, scream.
Hello and welcome to Let's Scream, a podcast where we dive into our favorite horror movies. I'm Parker.
And I'm Stevie.
And today we're looking at 1925's The Phantom of the Opera, directed by Rupert Julian.
Join us as we journey back to the Paris Opera House and learn all about The Phantom of the Opera.
Ooh, are you ready to scream, girl?
Come on, girl. Let's scream.
Let's scream. Okay, so this is my favorite silent film.
I liked it. It was
Isn't
really
it great?
Good. It's great.
It's
I
so
watched
fun.
it at 2 times speed, which
There
made
you
it
go.
so
Yep,
enjoyable.
That's how you got to do it with
Absolutely
these silent films.
enjoyable. It makes the music obviously a little weird, but
Yeah. But it makes like the title cards with the dialogue kind of play
And-
as if it's actual dialogue.
and also, not gonna lie, sometimes the motion looks more natural.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Because it
I
was
think
such
so
low
too.
frame rates.
It makes the frame rate look better for sure. So that's what I always recommend is if you're going to get into silent films, watch them on YouTube and kind of just increase the speed a little bit because it just makes the story a little bit easier to process because it goes by a little snippier and it's not so long and drawn out. But there's so many things to talk about with this movie because I think it is like a masterpiece.
Oh, the story's great. I mean, it's based off of the book, but
Right, the book
but
by
it
Gaston
takes the
Leroux.
story and makes it way better.
Yes, it's very, I think, scary, especially for the time.
Mm-hmm.
I still think, because we did Nosferatu last week, I still think Nosferatu is scarier.
Oh, yeah.
Just because he's just creepier.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
The way that whole story is presented. But I think that The Phantom of the Opera is camp. I think this is like really early, like, example of camp in cinema. It's the same way I feel about The Bride of Frankenstein, which we covered last year, I think. But it's just one of those older movies where it does feel self-aware and the humor really holds up.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it. Yeah, this movie has a lot of like history. It's known for its sets, which, oh my God.
Yes.
You texted me about how you were like, oh my God, these sets are amazing.
Yeah.
Because they're unbelievable. Like to think about how
and it's
these were made.
clearly inspired every remake of this.
Yes.
Like, the Opera House is gorgeous.
And
the main hall is so cool.
So cool, right?
Because it's, like, multi-layered. It's so well done.
Yeah, it's all these wide shots and it's filled with people. I mean, there's
and the
thousands of extras in this
Yeah.
movie. Walking around and you can see them on every level of the Opera House. It's so fun. It kind of reminds me of a pop-up book.
Yeah.
Like, how you get all of
What
the
was
levels.
the one with all the, like, animals? The worm drove an apple. Do you remember those, like, cartoons? It reminds me of that intro where you're just seeing all the cars, like, driving and, like, in the, like... That's what it reminds me of. Of, like, just, like, there's movement everywhere. There's so much to watch. It's so visually interesting.
It's like such a treat for the eye, these silent films. I mean, they weren't so worried about dialogue, sound. They just were focused on making stunning visuals.
And that made sense.
Yeah,
and
at
told
that
the story.
time. And so... I think this movie's great. I think Lon Chaney as the Phantom is my favorite version of the Phantom. He did his own makeup, which he was known to do for all of his roles. He was a genius at makeup, incredible makeup artist. And that's kind of how he was able to get a lot of these parts. I mean, he was obviously a great actor. Yeah. But the fact that he was willing to really commit that hard, and he put wires up his nose to make like no nose. Yeah. Voldemort kind of look. And apparently they would make him bleed, and he just really committed. He's amazing. I mean, he's probably one of the first original movie stars. Yeah. I mean, he was like a legend. Yeah. And so this is his most famous role, definitely his most famous makeup job. And it looks fantastic. Wow, has it aged so well. It does not look hokey at all. No. I like Mary Philbin as Christine. I think she's my favorite Christine, honestly. I think she does a great job at giving life to this kind of nothing character. Because that's what we talked about with our previous review on a Phantom of the Opera movie, was that Christine's very milquetoast. You really need like a dynamic actress to put something in her. Yeah. Because there's not much there.
Because if you just play her by the script.
Right. There's not much. She's nothing. But I think Mary Philbin does a great job at portraying her. Well, she does a good job at the comedy in this, because I love her reactions to the Phantom. She's like, oh, like a lot of the times you can tell she's kind of like, oh my God, like,
no, that's great.
I love it. Ah. So I like that. But then she's also does a great job at just being really like entranced, like, and under his spell. Like, she's obviously frightened of him, but there's something that she can't help but continue to like be lured by him. This is the first movie in a whole line of monster movies, including Dracula, Frankenstein, The Invisible Man. Like, this is what started that. The Phantom is the first one. And it was selected literally to be like a vehicle for Lon Chaney, because they just wanted to push him as like their star actor at the time. And then the director famously did not really know what he was doing. He had a lot of problems with Lon Chaney and the entire crew and cast. Like, they all talk about how he seemed like he was in over his head. And Lon Chaney, he wouldn't listen to the director at all. Like, he just refused to take direction from him. He just kind of wanted to do his own thing. And so it got to the point where they just couldn't even speak to each other without arguing. So a crew member or some kind of production hand had to go and deliver like notes to Lon Chaney that was the direction, and Lon Chaney would look at them and be like, tell him he can go fuck himself, or tell him he can go to hell, or something like that. And I just think that's really fucking funny. He was the star at the end of the day. Like,
diva.
He was the original movie star diva, which I think is really funny. So they brought in a bunch of different consultants. There was a bunch of different versions of this movie that tested. There was a version that was like really, really long and was more straight up horror. There was a version that was way shorter and that was more kooky, comedy, camp. And then they finally settled on the version that we got, which is kind of a mix of
the both. Because there's some funny moments in it.
There definitely are. This movie makes me fucking laugh. So yeah, I really think that that's interesting. And there's also a version that was recorded with sound, like when talkies were starting to happen. Yeah. They were like, let's re-release Phantom of the Opera and try and get some of the original cast together to do a sound version where there was like speaking parts, but it has been lost. There's no like remnants of that footage anywhere, which is interesting. And there's also a version in like the late 20s, early 30s, they would go back and do these movies. They would re-release them and color them because they had the technology to do that at that point.
See, the one that I watched it on YouTube, and it had some colored moments.
Because there's only a few scenes from the colored version that is survived. So what's the masked ball, which is the part in the musical where they do Masquerade, that part is in color in this surviving version that we have on YouTube. So I think that's really cool. Yeah. Fun fact. Yeah.
This movie also entered public domain very quickly.
Oh, yes.
After 28 years. That's the only fun fact I know, so I wanted to share it.
Due to like some kind of...
The like filing error. Like, Paramount never like refiled the trademark or whatever it is.
Which is funny because that is going to happen in the movie that we're reviewing next week, which is...
Yes.
We can go ahead and say it. It's Night of the Living Dead.
Yes.
I think we talked about our lineup earlier anyway. But Night of the Living Dead, same thing happened. That's why it was public domain for so many years. And it's in a bunch of other movies. So anytime that you're watching a scary movie and the characters are watching a horror movie...
It's usually Night of the Living Dead.
Or Phantom of the Opera. And that's so funny.
Yeah. That's so
And
good.
we are doing them back to back just randomly. We didn't even think about that.
No, we planned it all along.
Right,
We're
our minds.
We had it planned all along,
We
Parker.
have the minds of masters.
That's your minds.
What's
Master, whatever that is. We're just so creative.
We're
like
creative. So yeah, great cast, great visuals. I don't know. I just have nothing really bad to say about this film. I think it's amazing. It's definitely my favorite silent film. And I think it's the best version of this story. I think it... Because the story of Phantom of the Opera is kind of convoluted. You get into their weird kind of like love...
Well, he's a
relationship.
groomer.
And he's grooming her, exactly.
He's literally... this one doesn't really touch on like her father dying.
Not at all. I don't think he's mentioned at all.
Yeah, but it's like, it's not, you don't see it as much in this, but like, I do appreciate that addition, because I do think that that's from the original story, is like, her father died when she was really young, and the Phantom like
is pretending to be the ghost of her
father, and tried to comfort her when she was like very upset and a young child, and
very
kind of manipulated her.
Yeah.
But then he becomes so infatuated with her. But it's he's a creep.
Yeah,
he's
absolutely.
a creep. And that's why this is not a romantic story.
Yeah, this version does not try to make him like an anti-hero or some kind of sympathetic character. I mean, he is a pervert. Okay,
just a pervert. Keep your eyes on the organ, pervert.
Pervert. Oh, you're looking at my tits.
Stop looking at my tits.
He's always looking at everybody's tits. And that's why I like this version, because it's like succinct. And that's what I like about these OG films. I talked about that with Nosferatu 2 last episode. But whenever they remake these stories, they make it really convoluted with all these unnecessary details, when it's just, can it just be a creepy story about a phantom that haunts an opera and is like terrorizing people?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? Why do we have to do the whole Disney remake, Maleficent, Cruella kind of situation?
Bitch, why are we going to a graveyard?
But at the end of the day, love this movie, Phantom of the Opera. I would go watch it 2 times speed, and it's a great spooky vibe for Halloween.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like just spooky imagery.
It'd be nice also if you don't want to like. It's probably great to just put on in the background if you're like doing like some holiday baking
or carving a pumpkin.
Carving a pumpkin.
Yeah, I love it. All right, are you ready to get into it, Diva?
Girl, let's get into this.
Let's fucking get into it. Are you ready to scream?
Let's scream.
So spoilers for Phantom of the Opera. A movie from the 1920s. Going forward, we're going to ruin the whole story, so...
Did you ever watch Phantom of the Megaplex on Disney Channel?
Yes, and I love it.
It's a great one.
And I watched it recently, and it holds up because it's so kooky.
Yeah, it's really campy. Because
we
the villain's always like, whoa!
Yeah, and then there's that whole montage at the beginning, like, these are all the kids that work in my theater. Da-da-da-da-da.
Becky Homeki.
Yeah, her.
DJ.
DJ. Silly Joe. Like, all the weird nicknames.
Yeah.
We should review that one.
We could do that one.
Maybe for another Disney Channel themed month.
Ooh. We have January planned.
We do, and it's camp.
It's camp.
It's camp. I'm excited. Okay, are you ready to get into this, girl?
Yeah.
All right. So, Phantom of the Opera, the OG, starts. We open on the Paris Opera House, which is putting on a show right now. I just noted, the set is incredible. We kind of already talked on it, but it's so ornate.
Yeah.
And lavish. It's huge. Apparently, this set, another fun fact, was kept around for a really long time, and it was used in a lot of other movies. Anytime you see like a theater, like a grand theater or something in a movie, it might very well be from this movie.
The Phantom of the Opera. The Paris Opera House.
Exactly. And
Paris
it was
Opera
destroyed in 2014. I don't know why exactly, but that's a long
Probably just didn't
time.
need, I mean, they probably were like, we could make us another one, or, I mean, lots get destroyed all the time.
But yeah, so amazing set. Meanwhile, in the office, while the ballet's going on, right, the current managers are working out a deal with 2 new proprietors. They're called Andre and Fearman in the musical. I don't know if they're ever named in this.
There's barely any name dropping in this.
True, right? I will say another character who I do love in the musical, and she's not in this, is Madame Giry.
Yes.
She's camp.
Yeah.
Not in the way they did it in the Joel Schumacher one with that terrible French accent bitch, but in the musical, she's a goth, big titty goth girlfriend dream.
Yeah.
She's cool, right? But they're selling the theater over to 2 new managers, and before they leave, they just kind of casually drop, like, so by the way,
Phantom, box 5.
bye, peace.
And they're like, bitch, there ain't no one in box 5. They go to box 5. The Phantom's sitting there, they like, this is funny, they like freak out and like
And
close
leave.
the door.
Like, ah!
And then like, okay, let's calm down. Let's go check this out. We got this. And they go back in. He's gone.
And he has vanished, right?
Where did the Phantom go?
I remember watching this for the first time and being like, oh, I'm gonna love this movie. Because that was so funny. Like,
Yeah.
The fact that the 2 managers are just like, peace! Yeah. Have fun dealing with that.
Good luck.
And then the fact that the new managers are just so scared. Ah! They're like, ah! And like, shut the door. They're like, oh, wait. Oh, okay, he's gone.
Oh, he's not there. Okay.
So funny, right? And I love that he still has his, like, not fedora, but like that wide-brimmed hat. Like, that is very special to his design, and I think comes from this movie. Mm-hmm. So backstage, the dancers are hanging out with this stagehand guy, who I love this character. He's not named, he's just a random stagehand.
And he's not a pervert in this one.
Not a pervert, right? But he's got eyeliner on. He gives me Charlie Chaplin. It's not Charlie Chaplin, but
his vibe
very much, and he is just a character that I think that gets overlooked a lot, but I love his comedy
he's so kooky.
acting. He's kookarach, right? And they are speculating that this shadowy figure that they just saw might be the Phantom. Oh, yeah. And what does he look like, and da-da-da-da. Then a man in a cape and a fez and some fierce eyeshadow comes in. She had a cut crease.
Yeah.
This diva. This guy just kind of like looks at them all like spooky, and they're like looking at him back, and it's like, who the fuck is that? And then he just walks away. And they're like, is he the Phantom? Da-da-da-da. Like, what's going on? They go to speak with Joseph Bouquet, who I always have to say it like Joseph Bouquet, because in the Joel Schumacher version, her accent.
Joseph Bouquet.
Joseph Bouquet, hold your tongue. So they go to speak with Joseph Bouquet. In this version, he is like a prop artist, makeup artist guy.
Yeah.
He's working on a prop severed head that its eyes can open and close. What a cool prop.
Yeah.
Loved that. It looked amazing. And he describes the Phantom, because he's seen him, apparently. And he describes his spooky face, which is like skeletal, yellowy, like parchment paper, tiny little beady eyes, and no nose. Bitch. Ooh. And they see another shadow pass by. Right where he had seen him before. And this scares the stagehand so bad that he springs up through a trap door, like, Ew!
Yeah.
And they're all like, oh, hey. This was really funny.
Yeah,
again,
when
like,
he keeps springing up there, because
physical acting is so good. In the manager's office, Carlotta's mother storms in.
Love her. Why was she not in the musical?
Why wasn't she just Carlotta? Why couldn't this have just been Carlotta?
Yeah, because
right?
Carlotta never like comes and bitches.
No.
She's only ever seen on stage.
On stage, yeah. And this is her mother. I wonder if, like, maybe now that I'm thinking about it, I remember thinking, like, in an early version of the script, this just was supposed to be Carlotta, but they made it her mother for some reason. I don't know. But she is camp. She's a diva. She's got a big ostrich feather on her head. And she angrily enters the manager's office after receiving a letter.
Saying, like, Carlotta better say her fucking ass off stage.
Right.
Or I'm gonna be pissed. Phantom.
XOXO.
Phantom.
Gossip. Phantom. And so she's like, well, what the fuck is this? This is obviously, you guys have something to do with this new management. And they're like, we don't know anything about that. Da-da-da-da-da. But it says, if you do not, like, give in to my demands, something disastrous will occur. Ooh. But on Wednesday night, when he had said, you know, better be Christine and not Miss Carlotta, Carlotta shows up ill. She turns up ill for some reason, just mysteriously. Mm-hmm. So Christine has to sing in her part. She sings the main part in the opera. She's like an angel. She's got like a long, like, pigtails.
And this, I thought was really cool. This has to be one of the earliest things of lip syncing.
Oh, yes, of lip
Forms of lip
syncing.
syncing.
Right. She's lip syncing to an opera song. Yeah, really cool, right?
Which, like,
For the time.
nowadays, for the time. Even though we know nowadays that it's how easy it is to do, it's still just at the time that was really impressive, especially for a silent film.
And to sync the
take
audio.
advantage of something like that.
I thought so too. Yeah.
I'm surprised more didn't really try to attempt to do that with also like dialogue.
I wonder if it just would have been too
Difficult.
convoluted and difficult at that time to get it to match. Yeah, and you would have had to like record all your actors, like spend a day recording all of them doing their dialogue, and I don't know.
And they did not get paid shit back then.
Oh, absolutely not, right? I mean, Hollywood was the wild, wild west at this point. I mean, it was barely Hollywood at that point.
Yeah.
So while Christine is singing, her boyfriend, Raul, is watching with his brother in the audience, and his brother comments, "Raul, what is this I hear about Christine favoring some mysterious suitor instead of you?" And Raul's like, "Trust me, it's all good in the hood, because he looks like he might be hung."
Oh, he was. I know it.
I just know it. I
just
thought
know
Raul
it.
was really handsome in this.
Yes.
Like, he kind of looked like handsome Squidward.
A little bit,
But with like
yeah.
one of those flickadoo mustaches.
That's
Yeah.
hot.
Right. So he has absolutely no concern because he knows he is keeping Miss Christine satisfied with the D. But Raul goes and visits her in her dressing room after this. And he's like, "Christine, well, now that you've realized your ambition of becoming an opera singer, let's get married so you can just quit and retire. Because I'm the man and women shouldn't work." That was a little like, whoa, okay.
Whoa, she can do both.
She could do both, okay. But she says that she can never leave the opera house again. And that he should just forget about her and their relationship. She dropped that really casual, too.
Whoa.
He's like,
Oh, yeah, by the way, I can't leave. So you can go.
So just go fuck yourself. Kick rocks and never try to talk to me again.
Bye.
Bye. Well, love you. That was really weird, right? And so he's like all butthurt and he leaves. But he lingers outside because he hears a voice speaking to Christine. We see the phantom shadow, like in the catacombs or whatever, speaking to her from a secret passage, promising her that soon she will be the biggest star in all of Paris, and that his spirit will soon materialize and they can be together. So he's some kind of ghost or spirit that has been visiting her. And the music, the score... right. And the score gets really eerie during this. And I just thought this was really suspenseful and really good, especially for this time of film. Like, who the fuck is this guy? And Raul is, like, freaked out. Carlotta's mother, Mrs. Carlotta, she comes in with another threatening letter.
Bitch always got something to bitch about.
And she insists on having her daughter sing and leaves. But we see a hand come out of a secret compartment. I thought this was so Addams Family vibes, like thing from the Addams Family. And flick a little letter onto the desk for them. And it's threatening the managers, like, y'all better let Christine sing and not Carlotta, or else I'm gonna fuck with your shit. So Carlotta does sing.
Uh-oh.
But while she does, Raul gets a letter from Christine that says, "I cannot explain, but you must never attempt to see me again." And so he's like,
"Bitch, what the fuck?
I thought we were going to get married." Just then the lights flicker. And we see...
Carlotta keeps going, though.
She keeps going, but you can see in her eyes, she's like, what the fuck? But I have to play... The show must go on.
I have to stay in character.
Right, I have to hit the high notes here. And we see the shadow of the phantom untying the rope that holds up the chandelier, and it crashes into the
And this
audience.
was really good.
Amazing, right? How did they do this?
This was crazy.
I wonder if they, like, reversed the footage or something. Like, pulled it up.
Maybe.
And then just reversed it and made it look like it was falling down. So cool and scary and iconic. I mean, this is what this movie's known for.
Yeah.
Besides the mask reveal.
Yeah.
Is this chandelier scene.
And Carlotta kept singing, though.
She really did.
It crashes down and she's like, ah! And then she stops and she's like, okay.
Well, her high note kind of turned into a scream. She's like, ah! Like when it came down.
People died.
And people really died, okay? Chaos ensues. And so Raul...
A bitch gets trampled. There's a few bitches falling and getting trampled.
Trampled down the stairs. That was kind of scary.
I'm like, damn, there's some people just dying from this.
That always freaks me out about, like, the trampling.
Or I feel like if the chandelier fell, I would have... And I wasn't near it, clearly. Like, I would have just probably stayed in my seat and be like... Wait for everyone else.
Wait for everybody else.
Everyone else seems to be running out. I'm gonna take a moment.
Girl, that checks with you. That definitely.
It's how I feel like when they like, okay, we're gonna be boarding everyone who's in class A and like, you know, first class. Everyone stands up. I'm like,
y'all just wait.
Yeah, I know some of you are gonna be sitting next to me.
The plane's gonna be here. Like,
y'all, we can wait a minute.
That's so you. That's so like that definitely checks out with who you are. So yes, chaos ensues, and so Raul decides to go plant himself in Christine's dressing room and like hide and spy on her because he knows that she's wrapped up in this shit somehow, and he spies on her conversation with the Phantom, who calls out to her and asks her to approach her mirror, revealing a secret passageway behind the mirror. And she walks in casually, and it's kind of funny. Right?
What's going on here? Oh, look at this.
I love this. I love the secret passageway in the mirror. I think it looks really well done. I like that it completely seals, and he has no... Like, Raul is like, what the fuck? And tries to, like, go through it, but it's locked, and he has no way of getting in. And he's yelling for her, banging on it, and she can't hear. It's, like, soundproof from the other side.
Ooh. Crazy.
Christine is in some kind of dark hallway, and she is approached by the masked Phantom.
Oh, hey, what's up? she's like, oh, hey.
Hey. Oh, hey. She's
Oh, that's
like,
a mask.
Oh. Yeah, because he's wearing an expressionless mask.
It's, like, creepy.
It's very scary. I'm pretty sure it's inspired the Michael Myers mask, or maybe I've read that before, but just that kind of, like, completely blank.
Because it's got weird eyes, but then it's got, like, not a mouth, but just, like, a flap.
Like a veil kind of thing.
It's really weird.
When we covered The Boy, an iconic film, The Boy.
Legendary. I
talked about how I'm pretty sure this film inspired the mask design of the killer in that movie. If you've never seen The Boy, sorry, that's kind of a spoiler. But that kind of like porcelain face is giving very much the Phantom of the Opera. She is clearly like creeped the fuck out, but she has to play it casual.
She's like, oh, wow.
That's what I love about...
I love it.
She really is. That's my favorite part about Christine in this version, is her being like, ooh.
Oh, no,
look at you.
No, it's great. It's great.
And he lures her down into the catacombs of the opera house. This is so cool, especially the scene where he gets her on a horse, and then there's those zigzag staircases that go down. It's that really wide shot, and you just watch their whole like journey downstairs.
In 2 times speed, it's really nice.
And 2 times speed. Yeah, right? That was great. And then he gets her on a boat. Because there's this underground lake. And he drives the boat down, and then they approach a secret lair, bitch. And in this lair, he confesses his undying love to her. I thought this was
You ever been on a grinder date with somebody?
Very
it's their
grinder.
First date, and it's like they're confessing their love for you, and it's like, I don't know you.
Yeah, you have to kind of be like, okay. That's
I don't know you.
He's literally like, I have brought you here to profess my undying love for you. I will do anything for you, Christine. Let's be together. I love you. And so she is gross the fuck out.
I would be gross the fuck out too.
And we learn his original name is Eric with a K. Girl.
Kill yourself.
I think the problem didn't start with his face. It started with his name being spelled with a K like that. Because freak.
Spell it with a C.
Right? It's kind of like girls who are named Sarah. I remember my friend Sarah.
But no H at the end?
Yeah, girls who are named Sarah with an H are cool. But if they have no H at the end, they're fucking weird. And I remember my friend Sarah with an H told me that one time, and I'll never forget that. But it's very the vibe.
It's like, ooh, I don't like that.
Ooh, okay.
I don't like that.
Yeah, weird.
And then they get really mad.
Yeah.
When you put an H with it.
It's like, bitch, I'm just spelling it how it's fucking supposed to be spelled, you bitch.
Evil people.
Evil. Christine faints, and he takes her to a bedroom and places her on the bed. And the next morning she wakes up and is exploring this bedroom.
First of all, shoes.
Right?
He got her so many shoes.
Louboutin.
Don't know how he got the size right.
That's the thing. Isn't
like,
that fucking creepy,
okay,
right?
that's a little
Yeah,
creepy.
this entire...
But the shoe, I mean, they were cunt shoes.
They were kind. Yeah, okay, Louboutin.
And then she
Custom
finds her Vera Wang wedding dress.
Yeah, a wedding dress. And all the clothes are like designed to
And
fit
that
her.
one, she just like, she picks up the veil and looks at the dress and she, like, she's kind of expressionless while looking at it. She's like...
You can see her putting the pieces together like, oh my fucking God.
Because at first she sees the shoes, she's like, oh, okay. Oh, those are some nice shoes. And then she's like, ooh.
And then she notices that all of the accessories and like on the boudoir are all engraved with her name on it. Like the mirror has Christine engraved on it. Like everything is made to be for her. And this is like a room that he designed for her.
And he wrote her a letter while she was sleeping.
Yes, he wrote her a letter. And it says, just so you know, don't ever try to take off my mask. Okay,
I will
thanks.
give you everything you want as long as you don't touch my mask. And she says, bitch, bet.
What does she do?
First, he's playing his little piano and she walks right up to him and just rips it off.
Snatches off the mask.
She didn't give a fuck.
She gave no fuck. She won the I don't give a fuck war. Truly, in this moment. Face reveal. Hey. Okay, so you know what this gives me? Do you remember that Twitch streamer? I think his name was Dream. I never watched him. I didn't know anything about him. But he did a face reveal and barely everyone was like, oh my God, he's ugly. Da-da-da-da. Oh fuck, he's so ugly. And it became this whole viral thing. That's what this is. Because she takes off that mask. I mean, it's the most iconic moment from this movie. It's one of the most iconic cinematic horror moments.
In the critically acclaimed Disney Channel original movie, Phantom of the Menace.
Right, so you know it's iconic.
To get that seal of approval, Phantom of the Opera is here to stay.
Right, exactly. But yeah, the makeup is amazing. So, we talked about it already, but like, holy shit. He kind of looks like, you were showing me that meme of the animatronic monkey.
The orangutan?
Orangutan, like, looking around with his big eyes.
That's who he looks like to me.
It's so scary. It's so good, especially knowing that the actor did it himself. Like, holy shit, right?
It is like, oh!
Because, you know, there's the artist, right?
There's the artist. Listen, I even think from afar he looks good.
True, yeah.
Listen.
It's not even a Monet
And it
type of
reads
situation.
so well on this old film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it kind of like blurs out all of the flaws that might have been there. And so it just looks really, really scary. Same thing that Nosferatu's makeup did.
Yeah.
On our last episode.
Terrifying.
And he is so pissed. He like gets up in her face and it grabs it all scary and is threatening her. And ooh, so nasty.
No, you can never leave.
Yeah.
But then...
Well, she's like, please, I'll do anything. Like, just let me go. Let me go. She says, I'll even be your devoted slave. I'll be your devoted slave. And so he's like, okay, bet.
You can go up one more time?
Yeah, I'll let you go one more time.
Then he's like, but you better not contact Raoul.
Yeah.
Okay, bitch. You told her not to take off a mask, and she didn't know how
Do you
to
think
take
she's
it.
gonna
Do you
go with
really
it?
think that she's not gonna contact Raoul?
Like,
he did not think.
she already
That's
broke
what I
rule
love
number
about
1.
This is like he's not really thinking things
Do
through.
you think she's gonna go ahead with rule number 2?
Two?
Like, girl. But yeah, he lets her go.
She immediately contacts Raoul.
Immediately, she writes a letter to him and is like,
Hey, I'm gonna get the masquerade ball. You need to come find me.
Yeah, because I have to tell you some shit. I have tea to spill. So they meet up at the, now in color, masquerade
ball.
The reds were really
Which
popular.
I don't think it's New Year's in this adaptation.
I think that's only for, like, the musical.
I don't even know for the original book.
I don't even know, yeah. Well, they call it, like, the ball mask. Because,
Yeah.
you know, that's French.
Yeah.
Right. I thought all the costumes were amazing. There's, like, you know, gestures.
Oh,
and
it's
so
fun.
colorful.
And they're like doing a bunch of like tricks and shit and like playing sword play.
It
which is
looked
fun.
kind of like a key. I would love to go here.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fun. I would wear like a spooky cat costume.
Hell yeah.
I'm a sexy cat. I'm a sexy mouse. That'd be mine. And Raul and Christine spot each other behind their masks and are like, okay, cool, let's go. Let's meet up. But then immediately the Phantom shows up.
As Red Death. And
Red
this
Death.
is one of the best.
I think it is the best.
Like, probably the best, like, costuming for Red Death.
For Red Death.
It's amazing. It's
incredible. It kind of has a prosthetic element.
Yeah.
So it just makes his face look skeletal.
Yeah.
And it's
so
what it should look like. I talked about when we reviewed that Joel Schumacher one. Why isn't he wearing a skeleton costume?
Yeah.
That's the whole reason why everyone's so scared of
Red
it.
Death, it's supposed to be a depiction of... Red Death is one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. And they're depicted as, like, Grim Reaper types.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't remember what Red Death specifically is.
Oh, girl, I don't know. But it's a sign of evil. It's a sign of death, obviously. So everyone at the masquerade ball is freaked the fuck out. And he starts bitching everybody out. He's doing his, phantom thing.
Yeah.
And, like, talking to all of them, all spooky. And then he turns around and just points, like, in a split second, right at where Christine and Raul are. Like, he's been keeping tabs on them this whole night. He knows where they are. He knows what masks they're wearing, and there's nowhere to hide, which I thought that was so spooky. And so she dips. Her and Raul are like, okay, fuck, we gotta hide. So they run up to the roof.
Which
It was raining, yeah. The Roof by Mariah Carey.
A little misty on that warm November night.
And there was a phantom. And he was hiding behind the statue. Yeah, so he's...
And listen to our conversation.
They're very The Roof, Mariah Carey, and the Phantom is hiding behind the statue. And his Red Death costume, the cape is like billowing in the wind.
But I will say, does he think they couldn't hear him? Because he starts like yelling and
He's
shit.
like, "Wow!"
It's like, you're not...
But they can't.
They clearly can't.
They're making out. Like, they don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
But yeah, he listens jealously as Christina and Raul plan to escape. Because she tells him all the tea about the Phantom. She's like, hey,
He's kidnapping me.
kidnap me and we need to go.
You get the fuck out.
So they plan on after tomorrow night's opera, because Christine has to sing in the opera in order to appease him. And then they're going to escape in a horse-drawn carriage out the back of the opera house. And they're going to flee to England and live together. And the Phantom is pissed. And he, like, his acting, his physical acting here is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, his anguish is just really, like, you buy it. As they leave the upstairs, they once again see that guy in the fez hat and cape with the eyeshadow.
Yeah.
The guy who had the cut crease, okay? He is, like, kind of guarding off a hallway and instructs them to go another route downstairs. And we see the hallway he was blocking is where Red Death Phantom is, like, lurking around. So at first we thought, okay, maybe that guy was the Phantom, or he's
But
supposed
now
to be
it's
like
like,
a red
is he
herring.
working with the Phantom?
Is he working for the Phantom, or we don't know, but he's just being mysterious, right?
That's suspicious. That's weird.
That's weird. And when the stagehand guy who looks like Charlie Chaplin notices the Red Death walking by, he does a death drop because he's so scared.
Yeah.
Again, great. This, I mean, old, like, it's very vaudevillian, like,
Yeah.
this acting. It's so expressive. And
Yeah.
I find it really charming.
You can't rely on speech. So you
yeah.
have to overact.
Be expressive. Very Drag Race acting challenge.
Yes. Oh my god.
They are overacting more than Mimi, I'm first.
Oh, she overacted a little too much.
She was overacting more than this, right?
They told her to bring it back. They're like,
Oh,
bring
God.
it back a little bit.
In the critically acclaimed film Boobarella. So the managers have hired a private investigator to figure out who the Phantom is, just like who his identity. And he has found a clipping that says Eric, with a K,
Ugh.
born during the Boulevard Massacre, self-educated musician and master of black art. Exiled off to Devil's Island for the criminally insane. Escaped.
Adds up.
Adds up. Escaped. Now at large. So he's an escaped madman. And that's all we fucking know about his backstory. They don't give us any more of that. But tracks. Like you said, yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, he's a little insane.
Christine is terrified to go on and do the opera, suspecting that the Phantom has maybe overheard their plans, but Raoul convinces her to go through with it. Meanwhile, the stagehand finds the hanging corpse of Joseph Bouquet.
Hold your tongue.
Joseph Bouquet, hold your tongue. He has been strangled with a Punjab lasso, which is the Phantom's trademark, his magical lasso, quote unquote. And I like this because when you first see Joseph Bouquet, it's just the shadow of him hanging.
Yes, it's really cool.
Ooh. Then during the performance, which they go through with the performance, a man was just found hung, and they're like, show must go on.
Pay. It's France.
Right, it is
people
France.
Pay. We gotta go.
You're right. But during the performance, the Phantom subdues the lighting people, and the lights start to flicker again. And then the orchestra conductor gets snatched down into the pit, and then his ass pops up, the Phantom. And when Christine, she does the, she's taking the, when she sees him get shut. And the lights completely black out, and then when they come back on, Christine is gone. So she's been kidnapped.
Ellie Goulding, when asked about the disappearance of Christina, where is she?
Where the fuck is she? She said. I love that meme. The best was the one about the Titanic submersible. Where the fuck are they? She said.
That moment, R.I.P. to them.
Right. They fucked around and they found out.
Oh, we knew. I knew as soon as they're missing. They're dead. I was like, they're dead.
Girl, I know. Okay, so the man with the fez and the cut crease approaches Raoul and reveals himself as an undercover detective who has been trying to stop the Phantom this whole time. So we thought he was aligned with the Phantom. He's trying to capture the Phantom. Okay. And I thought this actor was also really cute too.
Yeah.
He had a very symmetrical face. I was like, damn. So the two men find the entrance to the secret tunnel through the mirror in Christine's room, and they journey into the secret tunnel.
Torture chamber, the old dungeons.
And they keep their hands up by their neck to avoid being strangled by
Keep your
the lasso.
hand at the
Level of your eyes. Meanwhile, the Phantom has Christine in the lair again, and he is bitching her the fuck out, and it's basically like, girl, you fucked up, and now you're never gonna leave here. Welcome to your new home. Hey. Hi.
Oh, remember that rule that you broke?
You broke rule 1, and guess what? You broke rule 2.
And I don't do 3 strikes.
I don't do 3 strikes, bitch.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, I'm gonna fucking ruin your life.
Right, okay? And I'm not even gonna let you wear all those shoes. Those cute shoes, I burn them. Fuck you.
They're gone. You don't get them anymore.
Yeah, fuck you.
I'm gonna scratch your name out of everything.
Yeah.
So fuck you.
Yeah, you can wear that ugly dress you have on right now with your pigtails.
Yeah. You can't take them out. No, not allowed to.
No. You have to put your pigtails in for kindergarten. Are you ready to go to kindergarten? Put your pigtails in.
Christina, you ready for kindergarten?
Oh, I thought we were.
Get your
I guess we're in
pigtails on.
kindergarten. Get your pigtails on. So yes, Ledoux, who is the private investigator, cut crease guy, that's his name, and Raoul fall into a torture chamber. I love this aspect of the Phantom. We don't really get to see it much. Like in the musical, they cut it out, but I love that he has torture chambers. Hell the fuck yeah. Come on, Jigsaw. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Scary.
the mirror room.
The mirror room, yeah, very scary. And the Phantom is alerted by this cool alarm system that's like a lion statue that like dings and brings its paws down. That was pretty cool. And he hears the voice of Raoul's brother, who is down here, I guess, had followed and is calling out looking for Raoul. Because he has no idea.
Oh yeah, everyone can just join.
Right, okay. I thought I said RSVP, but sure, bring a +1. Right? So he gets a snorkel and goes down and like walks along the bottom of the lake and uses the snorkel to breathe, and then sneak attack surprises Raoul's brother in the boat and drowns him. Scary.
R.I.P. our Raoul's brother, whose name we never learned.
No, it's just like that guy.
Raoul's brother!
Yeah, give it up. While he's busy doing that, Raoul and Ledoux call out to Christine. So she knows they're trapped somewhere.
Yeah.
So she's looking for like
shit, where the fuck are
a
they?
secret passage or some kind of switch or something to free them. And when the Phantom comes back, he starts playing the organ because that's what he does. And so she's
Hey,
using...
we got shit going on right now. Maybe we can say that for another time.
Right, exactly.
I think the Oregon practice can wait a bit.
You're pretty good, okay?
We get it.
It sounds spooky, okay? We get it. So she's using this time to look for a way to get them out, and he realizes what she's up to. So he activates the torture chamber, which gets impossibly hot, like an oven. Basically, it's like starting to fry them. And Raoul and Ledoux just start to like be tortured, and they're sweating, and they're
they
in
start taking off
agony.
their clothes, not enough.
And then they start making out.
They're taking off everything. Personally,
These two are hot. I wish
because the Phantom turned on his oven.
Well, yeah,
Like,
they're
like,
hot
what?
and they were.
How did you do that? What technology is this?
Yeah. The black art. I don't know. Whatever the fuck that means. However, they do find a secret passageway out of the hot chamber, which leads into a room full of gunpowder, and they are still trapped. So the Phantom shows Christine a board that has 2 switches on it, and one is shaped like a scorpion, and one is shaped like a cricket or a grasshopper. And this was so random and had nothing to do with anything.
I was so confused at first. I was like, what is happening?
But I just love how elaborate this movie is. They just designed like
Yeah.
statues of bugs for switches.
For no reason.
Just because they wanted to. And he tells them, you have to make a choice, Christine. If you pull the one switch, then you have to marry me, but I'll spare everyone's lives. And if you pull the other switch, I'm going to blow up the opera house. I don't give a fuck, okay? So she's like, pulls the one switch that spares their lives. Meanwhile, there's an angry mob being formed that has found the trapdoor that leads down into the catacombs.
Yep.
And they've got their pitchforks, they've got their torches, and they're going down. And you know what I loved about this? At the front of the angry mob, like leading the charge, is a little black cat. And
Miss Kitty.
I know. I was watching with Miss Kitty. I have a black cat named Miss Kitty, if you don't know. And she was sitting with me on the couch watching this. And I was like, Miss Kitty, that's you. Oh my God, look at you, Tifa, leading the charge. And she didn't give a fuck, you know. You know how cats are.
Cat.
Right. She just kind of looked at me, but, you know. It was cunty.
If I watch something with a dog on the TV, Dumbo is invested.
No, yeah.
Cats.
Miss Kitty doesn't give a fuck, but you know what movie she was actually really invested in was The Birds. Alfred Hitchcock, The Birds. Because she loves birds, right? She just thought she was looking out the window. And her eyes were darting all around. I thought it was so cute. I was like, oh, this is your favorite movie, Miss Kitty.
Aww.
When the Phantom sees Christine reunite with Raoul and, like, embrace each other after he is saved, he gets shitty. Yeah. So he grabs her ass, and then they all start to hear the mob coming. So he runs with Christine out this other secret passageway. And so Raoul and Ledoux lead the mob through the hidden
Did we talk about
passageway.
them almost getting drowned? Sorry, did I hear you skip over?
Oh, I think, I forgot.
Okay, they get trapped in like another room where it starts filling up with water. He like drains the...
That's what it is.
He drains the lake.
The lake. And it
flows into the room that Raoul and the detective are in.
Right.
And then Christine finds she like hears them because the trapdoor is literally right underneath the Phantom's room.
Because I think he was lying when he was like, oh, you'll spare their lives.
Yes.
He was going to drown them. Yeah, exactly. You're right. I did forget that detail. So yeah, she saves them and reunites with Raoul.
And when he sees them coming out, he's like,
oh, fuck this.
Fuck, no, I'm grabbing you.
So he snatches her up.
What I actually do also love, after she pulls him out, she's like, she sees Raoul and she sees the other guys, she's like, I don't know who the fuck you are.
And you!
She's like, I don't know who the fuck you are. She leaves him be, and she goes over to Raoul.
Right, that was funny, right?
Like, I don't know who you are.
So when the angry mob get there, Raoul and Ledoux lead them up from the secret passageway out into the streets, and the Phantom has stuck Christine in the back of the horse-drawn carriage. He's taken over the carriage and is driving it down the streets manically, like, like, I'm crazy, kind of, which I loved. This was so fun, this chase scene. I'm kind of like, how the fuck did they even do this?
This was insane.
Yeah. I wonder if they had, like, a projection of the, you know, that classic trick where it was, like, projecting the moving street behind you and it makes you look like you were driving. I don't know.
They might have just, like, I think they were just in stationary places. They're like, I'm just going to film you going by. And, like,
it was really cool.
And then, like, because there's one where it's like, okay, I'm going to stand here and y'all are going to turn the corner and run towards this.
Right. Well, I'm talking about, like, the close-ups of him on the horse or whatever, on the lead, leading the horse. It was like,
Who
yeah,
knows?
really
Probably,
cool.
but-
And he was like, the whole time. And Christine comes up with the plan to just jump ship. She doesn't buy.
She tucks and rolls.
She tucks and rolls out of the fucking carriage. And when he notices she does that, he like swerves and causes the carriage to tip over. He falls off the horse. And by this time, the mob has caught up to them. Raoul reunites with Christine and they get away. So that's all
and
we see.
then the
of
mob
them.
chases. Yeah, that's the end of their story. And then the mob chases after the Phantom, and they chase him down to like the riverbank. Mm-hmm. And so then like
He pulls out his clenched fist.
Yeah.
Like, I got something in my hand, I got a weapon. And then he's like, just kidding.
I'm just fucking with the arm.
fucking
And
with
then
the
they
arm.
all mob him and
And he drowns.
beat
them.
him, and then they throw him into the river, and he drowns.
The end.
That's it.
It's a perfect day. Again, like
Nothing's-
another example of an old film where the killer dies and then it's just like roll credits.
And a movie. That's it.
And
Go.
I love it. I'm like, that needs to be how it is always. That's why I liked Weapons, because that movie just was like, okay, the evil is defeated. Credits, bitch.
Yeah. Okay, she died.
We don't need to get a resolution. This is a horror movie. And I love that about it. So, yeah, okay, Phantom of the Opera, the OG.
It was fun.
It's so fun. I recommend this. I really hope that if you listen to this podcast and you like the Phantom of the Opera musical, or maybe you want to get into silent films, I really highly suggest watching this movie, because I think it has so much charm to it and it's really fun. So
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
This is
okay.
great. I had a great time watching this one.
I'm glad you did. I know you were
I think now if I went back and watched Nosferatu at 2 times speed, I would enjoy it
really
way more.
enjoy it. Yeah. Well, cool. Yeah, maybe we can get into more silent films then.
Yeah.
So I'm glad. Well, thank you so much for joining us today on Let's Scream. Hope you had fun with us at the Paris Opera House with Joseph Buquet. Joseph Buquet.
And learning about the Phantom of the Opera. And his face.
And his motherfucking face. Please remember to follow the pod, like the pod, and leave a glowing review of the pod, of course. We are at Let's Scream Pod on all socials. And you can also send us movie requests for future episodes. You can follow me at Parker_Will_C on Instagram.
And you can follow me at Stevie Nash 95 on Instagram.
And until next time, this has been
Let's Scream. Bye.